I'll need to charge you. That doesn't make any sense. What is the difference? They both be on the plane. But I can just take this out and eat it on the plane, and there's no extra charge. Wow! Lucky day! Oh no, your flight was just canceled. Now, are you okay? I'm fantastic! I've been working on my stress with the heyday. Huh? Oh, you hungry? Oh, yeah. Oh, you hungry? I will feed you. I want to eat a pizza. I make a pizza. With bread. Oh, yeah. Wow. So you're not mad? How can I be mad when my sheeps are waiting for me to take care of them? Feed me. Reasons airlines can deny you boarding. While boarding, if flight attendants sense that you might be a little sick and about to puke, they can deny you boarding. I know some of you like to before a flight, but just remember, if you look way too drunk, we can deny you boarding. I don't know why you would do this, but people do. If you come barefoot, we can deny you boarding. For our larger passengers, if you cannot safely put on your seatbelt with a seatbelt extender, the flight attendants can deny you boarding. If you look really pregnant, like really, and you don't have a doctor's note to prove how many weeks you are or if you can fly, they may deny you boarding. Before a flight, it might be wise for you to get a family or friend to sniff you, because if you have bad body odor, we can deny you boarding. Speaking of bad smells, if you're bringing in something as well that stinks, well, we can also deny you boarding for that as well. Some airlines kind of like have a dress code, but no dress code. Clearly, if you're naked, you're not getting on. But some airlines will actually deny you boarding if you're wearing a little bit something too sexy. Also, I kind of like this one, but lastly, do you just have a bad attitude problem? So if you're kind of an a-hole, we can deny you boarding. So be kind, everyone. Bye! Alright, so you owe $2,940 in taxes. Oh, that's not bad. I want a discount. Mama, you can't haggle your taxes. She's right, ma'am. You don't qualify for any more deductions. Everything is negotiable. What about my donation to charity? Charity? You don't donate. I donate to you all the time, you freeloader. Okay, I guess I can bring it down to $2,540, but that's all I can do. I want to speak to your manager. Ma'am, you don't qualify for gambling loss deductions because you don't gamble. What do you mean? I gamble with my daughter's future every day. I lost a lot of money. Okay, I guess I can bring it down to $1,650, but that's all I can do. No problem. I want to speak to your boss. Ma'am, I assure you, you do not qualify for a student loan interest deduction. No, my daughter went to school to be doctor, but she came out as a YouTuber. So? So? She a failure. I want a refund. Mama! Okay, I can bring it down to $840, but that's all I can do. I want to speak to the highest person there is. How did you get this number? I don't want to pay my taxes. Oh, if you don't want to pay your taxes, you can come up here. Oh, okay. How I get there? I'll let you think about that one. Oh, okay. I pay my taxes. Sorry.
One night I slid into bed and then I kissed my husband goodnight before I fell into a deep sleep. But for some reason I woke up in heaven. I looked around because I was confused and then I seen somebody walking up to me. She told me her name was Mary. Then she told me I had passed away while I was asleep. I said, wait a minute, I'm dead, but I got too much to live for. Then I demanded that she send me back home to my husband. She told me that she could send me back, but it involves a lot of paperwork. But she gave me two different choices to choose from. She said you can either come back as a fish or a hen. And I never liked swimming, so I told her that I'd rather be a hen. And I was covered with so many feathers, just clucking away. All of a sudden, a rooster walked towards me. Then he asked me how was I doing him for my first day as a hen. I told him I was doing all right, but my stomach had this strange feeling. The rooster told me that I was ovulating, and then he asked me have I ever laid an egg before. I told him no, and then he said all I have to do was cluck twice and then push. So I did exactly that. After I clucked twice and then pushed, out popped an egg. I started feeling a lot of emotion because it was my first time experiencing motherhood. So I decided to push out another egg, and I was so happy. But as I was about to lay my third egg, I felt a smack in the back of my head. Then I heard my husband yelling at me. He said, "Please wake up because you are pooping in the bed."
Day in a life of being the K-drama main girl lead. At 8 a.m., I get ready to start my second job to try to keep up with rent. Later, my best friend calls me to impersonate her to go on a blind date that her dad set up. She needs me to make sure I ruin the date so he doesn't come back. I reluctantly agree. I go on a blind date during my work break, and it turns out it's a date with the CEO. Of course, I gave him a fake name. 권진이에요. I try to scare him off to end the date, but for some reason, he's not even fazed. I go back to work, and the CEO calls me to his office. He knew who I was and offers me a contract to get into a fake relationship. He wants his grandfather to stop asking him to go on blind dates. Obviously, I said no. Then he offered me money? So I said, okay. So we go on a fake date and he rents out Disneyland just for the two of us. We take pictures to send to his grandfather to show proof of our relationship. I start to fall in love with him even though I just met him a few hours ago. Around 7 p.m., I walk home in the rain and almost get hit by a car. But someone saves me. I open my eyes. It's the CEO. 괜찮아? I thanked him. And this near-death experience made me remember where I met the CEO before. He was the one that saved me from being hit by a car 10 years ago.
괜찮아?
After almost dying, he walks me back to my apartment and we say goodbye and stare at each other for 10 minutes. I think we're going to kiss. But I got so shy, so I covered my face. I'm gonna show you what I do to go from this to this without any makeup. So in the morning, you can wash your face with cold water or do an ice dunk. Oh, that feels nice. Tap to dry, do not rub. Then I put on some vitamin C. I like to use Medicube's vitamin C. It has these like vitamin C beads. I usually put 2 on my face. Vitamin C is an anti-inflammatory, so you know this will help tone down the redness. I love the smell. It's like this citrus smell that just wakes me up every morning. Then I just put on a sunscreen. I use SkinCeuticals. Honestly, my morning routine is not that much because I got no time. I just kind of do, you know, the bare minimum and then I go about my day. So this next product is the holy grail of those suffering with rosacea. This thing. Look, I think I'm their best customer, okay? It tones down the redness because it has that green tint, right? Why I love this product is because it melts into your skin, turns into your skin tone. Unlike the other color correctors, they remain green and pasty on your skin and it's like, bleh. But not this one. It just like melts and tones down the redness. Look at that. But it also has SPF, so if you just want to use this, is fine. But I like the double protection because I use this kind of not as sunscreen, but as the color corrector. What? It just melted. See? Just looks like moisturizer. But your skin has toned down. Look at this. What? And it's so sad that I have to say this, but not sponsored. Okay? I bought this with my own money. See you guys? So much better. No makeup. Just skincare. Here's what to do when you miss your flight. Don't worry, guys. I've missed my flight too before, okay? I got you. First things first. Don't panic! Take a deep breath. This is what you do. You're going to go to your nearest customer service desk or gate agent that you see for that specific airline. Let them know you missed your flight and they will give you some options. They will usually rebook you onto the next available flight. Now, if that flight is full, they will put you on standby. It's not a confirmed seat. However, when the time comes, the gate agent will do some rearranging and hopefully get you on that flight. And also, they might rebook you on one of their flight partners. And for those that missed their flight because they had a connecting flight which was late and in turn you're late for your next flight, don't worry, because if you're with the same airline, they already know you're not going to make that flight, so they already booked you into the next available flight. Usually when you land, they will give you your new boarding passes for your next flight. All right, here's another trick. Sometimes you're not able to find a gate agent to help you, or maybe the line is just really long. If you have that airline's app, some of the airlines actually